Good morning and welcome to today's live. We're going to talk about three things that you may be doing right now that are shortening your life. We are here to help. We're going to go deep also into the Global Wellness Collective, a year-long transformation where wellness meets magic. I'm joined today by the amazing Master Oracle himself, Quenton Stroud, who's joining me live in Malaysia. I'm right here in Thailand. Luke Lintott, lifestyle consultant, best-selling author, founder of Federgy Wellness. I'm excited to talk with y'all more. And we are here to help and welcome Q. And I just would love to open up, the discussion first with your introductions and what you do and how you're helping others out there.
Absolutely. Well, first off, I'm so happy to be here. Since we have started to open up the doors to the Global Wellness Collective, it has been such an amazing journey. Ultimately, what I do as a part of the collective is to bring magic, to bring information, insight, foresight, to bring guidance to the conversation where the decisions that we're making, which we're going to talk a little bit about today, the decisions that we're making, how these decisions can add to our overall wellness, how these things can literally change our in life. Okay. And so, as you get this insight and this foresight, as you get the things that are necessary for you to do better in life, ultimately, this is where I come in and I'm going to be kind of adding to that conversation. So, some of the things that we're going to be breaking down today is going to be for your benefit to literally extend your life. This is based on research, this is based on how things are going to open up for you, not just in the natural and the physical, but also in the supernatural, the spiritual. And so we're going to be doing this with you today. So I'm super excited about this conversation.
Yeah, and I wanted to mention too, we're gonna go deeper into how to flip your scars into strengths. You are not your past, right? And I think being abroad here in Thailand, where the average person lives over 2 years longer than the average American, has really opened up my eyes to this new way of living, where of course you're eating the right foods, people eat the right foods, and they also believe. There's also a very strong spiritual component over here in Southeast Asia. And also, there's a strong sense of community, right? People are here to help one another. So, we're also going to talk more deeply about the power of community. And y'all know I got my master's in counseling, and I've done a lot of research on this, even gone to conferences all about intergenerational trauma. A lot of the shit that you may be experiencing, you may have inherited from your family, from your ancestors. Okay. And it's not necessarily your fault, but you have the opportunity now in this lifetime for you to heal, to stop those curses, if you will, those patterns of self-sabotage. And you don't have to necessarily go down the pathway of resentment, right? If you haven't been stabbed in the back, we're here to show you that you can truly heal. You can truly make these changes, just like he was mentioning, through the yoga, the fitness, the hypnosis, the reprogramming of your mind, body, and spirit, which we go deeper into in the Global Wellness Collective. We're gonna have a lot of fun, y'all. We're gonna go to the retreats as well. Number two, also through the spirituality, the mysticism, the magic, which you get with Q, right? You have the dream team when you join us in the Global Wellness Collective, and you have a community that is on a similar healing journey. Over and over and over again, research shows that community is the key to truly healing, to long-term success, to a long, healthy, and happy life. And that's why, like, I think about this work as, of course, reprogramming, calling in your desires. I also think of it as longevity coaching, health coaching, legacy coaching, because you're lengthening your life. Like he was saying, when you work with us, when you do this reprogram, we're going to give you some steps too, you can even start today in order to lengthen your life.
Yes, this is fantastic.
So the first thing I want to mention is that number one step is you need to start moving your body, okay? So get out there and do some yoga, do some fitness. I've been going to the gym a lot while I've been out here in Southeast Asia. And also, of course, we need to transform how you are fueling your body. So we need to get the toxins out of your body and the thoughts that are toxic out of your body too. And that's what we're going to go deeper into when you come join the Global Wellness Collective, is really changing your core beliefs so that you can call in the love, the one, you can become the one. And also, we're going to go deeper into changing how you think about everything so that can become unconsciously positive. And we've had some massive results with our clients. So yeah, I'd just love to hear what's anything coming up for you, Q.
Well, it's interesting because even as you talk about moving your body and you talk about like the importance of when we talk about lengthening your life, like I'm talking about longevity, right? One of the biggest things that has come to my attention in my research on this is how our rituals and the things that we do on a regular basis that could be actually destroying us. Okay. One of the things that came up in my research is actually how you start your day. Right. So starting your day with stress, starting your day with watching the morning news or going through your phone and seeing that stuff popping up in your face first thing in the morning, and you're basically setting the tone for your life every single day. When you go to sleep at night, when you have a chance to reset, when you have a chance to start over, you wake up the next morning with the same ritual. You wake up the next morning telling your subconscious mind that I want to be triggered right now. Okay. And you already know what I'm talking about. You know how what they say, everybody loves a train wreck is that, like, you can't stop looking away from it. You can't turn away from this stuff. And so you want to be very mindful about the rituals that you're doing. So what Luke does, and I've seen him do it. What Luke does, Luke gets up in the morning, he has his phone on do not disturb, which is a whole nother
Yep.
conversation. But Luke will get up and he'll go straight into meditation. He'll go straight into like putting some spiritual music into his ears. He'll go straight into putting some affirmations on. These things are super important. Redoing your rituals. Hear me. Because by redoing your rituals, what you're really telling yourself is that I am now centered in this new reality. A ritual is simply a reality. A ritual is simply a program reality that you set up for that period of time. Hope you get this. And so when you do rituals, and this is what I do in my own magic practice too, when you do rituals, you're basically telling yourself that this is the reality that I'm choosing to express. So if your reality is news and degradation and failing economy and da 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 da. If that's your ritual, then your reactive mind, your subconscious mind is going to tell you that this is the way life is. Imagine the stress. Imagine the hormonal response. Imagine your sympathetic nervous system, how it was responding to the ritual that you're saying. Rituals equal reality. Please understand this. And when you're studying your magical practice and you're going into your own magical practice, you'll realize how important rituals are to you being able to affect change in your reality because they really set the way for it. So that's the first thing I want to say. Really redo your rituals.
Oh yeah, I so agree. And it's been coming to me too. Like, of course, it's important what you do when you start your day, because that's really there's something called the twilight hours of your day. So that's the hour before you go to bed and the hour after you wake up, okay? And those really set the foundation for how what you think, what you experience during your day and what you work on during your night, right? So when you're sleeping, that's when the subconscious takes over and you have the opportunity to dive deep into the manifestations, the love, the health, the healing, whatever, the money that you're calling in, okay? And so that's why I have about 95 hypnoses right now, and I switch off which ones that I'm personally doing. Right now I'm doing the Manifest Your Desires hypnosis. I've had people request it from me, right? So these are really powerful tools because 95% of your mind right now is running the game, right? 5% of your mind is being used at this very
Mm,
moment to listen to our live interview. Now, yeah, that mind can help you, like it can magnetize those desires or it can sabotage you, right? And it really can be transformed, like he was saying, through the ritual and through who you are around, through who you are interacting with, right? And I know that's also been like Q mentioned for me, like keeping having those boundaries is really important, right? With sometimes it is with social media, it is with your phone, so that you have that time for you to decide what you're going to focus on, because what you imagine and what is real, your subconscious mind does not know the difference. So
yep.
if on the other side we focus on the things that are going wrong, we stay connected with people that are not rooting for our rise, right? That can actually cause the reverse scenario where it could cause you to spiral, and we do not want that to happen, right? And I'm just speaking from my own experience as someone who used to not prioritize, like we were talking about the rituals. I didn't prioritize love boundaries, and I allowed other people's priorities to become mine. Now, I wanted to say I work with a lot of very busy professional CEOs, public figures that maybe they don't got, an hour to do all of the rituals out there because they got to be at work at 6 a.m., okay? That's why it's important to, once again, the higher you ascend, have even more boundaries, right? Make that self-care a priority. And that's why we're here, right? That's why we're doing the Global Wellness Collective so that this is penciled into
Mhm.
your schedule. It is a non-negotiable that you focus on the most important things in your life. What you're
Well,
calling in the
well,
healing, the love, purpose, success. Yeah.
absolutely. Listen, let me say this. If you prioritize bathing your body, okay, and that's something that's important to you, and hopefully most of us have the opportunity to do that if we're fortunate, right? If you prioritize bathing your body every day, okay, why wouldn't you prioritize the inner work? This is just a question. Because the second thing that could be shortening your life is the decisions that you're making. Okay? The decisions that you're making. I want you to get this. A lot of dis-ease, a lot of dis-ease is preventable. A lot of dis-ease comes from stress. Now, sickness is real. Sickness is pathological. Sickness has to do with bacteria and germs and viruses and da 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 da. And sickness is absolutely there, right? But a lot of dis-ease comes from stress. And so, why wouldn't if you prioritize cleansing your body, if you get a cold, if you get a flu, if you get something going on pathologically, you would take the medicine or you would do the work to make sure that it's okay. That's okay. But if you know that there is disease that is preventable, if you know that there's disease that could be harming you, hurting you, shortening your life, is what we're talking about here. Why wouldn't you do the things that would alleviate that disease? I was talking to a client and was talking about the literally the way her blood pressure is affecting her body. And it is a scary notion when it really has to do with disease. Doctors take a look and they say, oh, every other part of you is fine. Nothing's going on with your heart, nothing's going on with nothing's going on with your arteries. You're young, you're healthy, you're vibrant, and yet something's going on here, right? And so what I want to share with you is that the decisions that you're making can be leading you to a shortened lifespan. I'm not kidding about this. And so what decisions could you be shifting? What ways could you be changing as it relates to taking care of your body, as it relates to your weight, as it relates to your cellular damage, the things that you're putting in your body that could be damaging you on a DNA level, on a mitochondria level, right? These are the things that's really really important here. And so if this is something that you are serious about, what we're going to be talking about in the Global Wellness Collective is how to shift these decisions, how to make better decisions for yourself so that you're not going down this same dwindling spiral, right? That people every day are doing every day when they wake up first thing in the morning, putting whatever they mouth. I just had me a whole bowl of fruit for my breakfast this morning, right? When I used to have chocolate chip pancakes with drizzled in syrup with some salty eggs and some that I used to eat that, right? But now I've made new decisions. Well, today I'm having me a nice big bowl of fruit. Okay. So a part of the Global Wellness Collective is getting better decisions in place in order to start to make these decisions that's going to expand your life, increase your wellness, increase your longevity, and the quality of life that you could be living. That's what we're talking about.
Absolutely. And I think the big secret to you pointing to you is that it's enjoyable, it's fun. Life just gets better, okay? And study shows over and over that you are your happiest in your 70s when you actually are connected with less people. You're with quality people. And you're really at that point, and I work with many folks at this in this age demographic. At that point, you don't really give a fuck about what other people think, right? Because you're in these final decades of your life, if you will. And the thing is, we are going to live a long time, especially those of y'all that are millennials. 25% of millennial women are going to live to be over 100 years old. And I can tell you, in terms of what my older adult clients are telling me, because one of my older adult clients, whose mother lived to be 103, she's been working with me for multiple years now. And she tells me all the time, Luke, I'm working with you because I know what it means to live to be 103 and be in pain for 10 years. I don't want to have that experience,
Mm,
okay? And I was like, wow, like that really spoke to me because in terms of working with us and doing the yoga, doing these rituals, detoxing your physical form, also calling in love, right? Calling in loving, lasting relationships, becoming the one, calling in your dream partner. Okay, these things create a life that feels good. And that's something
mm,
that not you can't necessarily see so easily on Instagram in a world of images, but when someone feels good, oh my God, like life is so beautiful. Like you get to travel, like what we do in the Global Wellness Collective, you get to go on retreats, you get to be having an amazing romantic life. And the list goes on because you are healthy or living a healthy, long, fruitful life. And that's, yes, so you're going to get that guidance, that one-on-one support to really do these things right. No one does it
mm,
alone. And I know in my own experience, Q, I used to just Google shit, try and do it on my own. And I can tell you, since I've worked with living, breathing humans with coaches, since I've done these rituals, yes, in silos, yes, with just Luke Lintott, and listening to TikTok or Googling it. But since I've worked with humans, that's really what's brought me here to Southeast Asia. That has what brought me to doing my dream, right? As a lifestyle consultant and yoga teacher, and the list goes on. And so just know that you are worthy in investing in yourself. And we care about you, okay? And our community is waiting. And so yeah, I would love to know, of course, in the comments, what was your why for having a long and healthy life? Like just think of that why. Sometimes getting in contact with that
mm,
can help you really make this a priority in this
mhm.
ocean in this time where it's the most amazing time because you're connecting with us any place, anywhere, right? We're not working with people that live down the street from us anymore. We're working with the whole world, but it's also a time when you can get distracted, right? And so like it's really important that you decide what you want, and we're here to
Right,
help you with that. Through the
right, right.
reprogramming, through the hypnosis, the magic, the yoga, the fitness, yeah. The accountability you get, our community.
Well, and you mentioned earlier about as we get older, having a certain number of people around us, being around a small group of quality people is so important. I think it's interesting because the third thing that could shorten your life is lack of community. And unfortunately, the time that we live in, we are the most uh, uh, available, but the least connected, right? We are available to everything and everybody. Everybody know what you had for breakfast this morning. Everybody know what your mama said and what your daddy did. Everybody know what's going on. Everybody knows everything about you, but nobody is connecting the way they used to. And so, what I think is really important with the Global Wellness Collective is that you have a collective, a collection, a group, a community of people that literally think in alignment with where you want to be, where you want to go. We actually share our highest good. We share our joys and sorrows. We share the things that really are there that impact our lives on a day-to-day basis. And it's in that sharing, it's in those conversations where you feel heard, where you feel validated, where you feel that you can literally feel your stress levels go down, right? Like I've been on the phone with people and they cry and they release and we pray and we shift and we change things because they can feel the stress levels come down. Like, oh my God, I just needed to talk to you. That's the kind of feeling you want at the end of a conversation, not pulling your hair out, trying to figure out life and, oh, I'm just more anxious than I was before. And so within the collective, you have this community that's built into it. And this could lengthen your life. This could expand your experience of life and also improve the quality of life that you have available to you. So listen, guys, I'm super excited about what we're doing here. The things that we're trying to pull together for you, not just like this on social media and the whole bit. I'm talking about real life stuff. I'm talking about real life experiences. I'm talking about things where you actually get to participate in the world, global wellness collective. You get to participate in the world of what it is that we have for you. And so this is a beautiful, beautiful unfoldment.
Absolutely. And I also wanted to mention, in addition, that just because you made it through something doesn't mean that you're over it. Okay. And I know as someone who has gone through a lot of shit in my life, right? I've
Come
dealt with
on.
narcissistic relationships, challenges related to self-love, addiction. I was a heavy drinker for most of my life since the age of 15, right? The list goes on. You can read more about it in my book. Right. I just know that like and I worked in the schools for so many years, right? And I remember I was just giving and giving and giving and thinking like I'm not worthy. I remember back in this time, back when
Mm,
before I did the reprogramming, before I did the rituals, before I had the community that truly pushed me to be better, right? I did not believe in investing in myself. Like I didn't believe that I was worthy of that. And I want you to know, like, this is your sign that you are worthy of making those power moves. In fact, when you do make those moves, it makes you a better you. I have become a
yes.
better uncle. I have become a better consultant, a better coach because I've been continuously doing this work, right? It's a process, not a result. And that's the thing is like we're in this time where we think things are going to be instantaneous, and that's why we're going to be working with you for a whole year because you are going to be stepping. Of course, within about 90 days, you're going to have new habits. Within 6 months, you step into a new lifestyle, okay? Within a
That's right.
year, you are stepping into a new personality, which will change your personal reality, literally. Okay, so that's why it's so incredibly important for you to do these things because yes, you are going to be helping you become a better person. You are also helping the world. Okay, and I truly believe a lot of the challenges we are facing globally, economically, even politically, so many of these things would be healed if more of us did this inner and outer work and I very, very much do see this here in Southeast Asia Q. As the Q knows, I'm in the hub of Buddhism, right? I'm in a place where people really think outside of themselves here in Thailand. And you notice it in the society, like how people take care of the land, how people treat each other, how long people live, right? It's insane because people are really really collectively working together. And that's why we're creating this beautiful container in the Global Wellness Collective through this year-long transformation where wellness meets magic, where you are going to get that any place, anywhere. You don't have to you wait until you move or you go on a trip to make these changes. Okay, we're here to make that happen. And I get a lot of people keep coming to me being like, I'm so excited, Luke, for when I move abroad or for when I go on that trip, because then I'm gonna start going to the gym. That's when I'm gonna start I'm gonna call on the love, right? I want to tell you, no, it's opposite. You need to start doing this right now,
Yeah.
wherever the hell you are, whatever you're doing.
Listen, the best thing I heard somebody say was, I think it was Jennifer Lewis. She said, "You got to be happy on your way to happy." Okay. She said you got to be happy on your way to happy. And what blew my mind about that is that a lot of people think that happiness is something you're going to get to at some point someday when this happens. That's not how happiness works. That's not how joy unfolds, right? You got to be happy on your way to happy. And so go ahead now and start setting that tone. That's why I talked about the rituals. That's why I talked about the decisions. That's why I talked about the community. That's why I talked about the things that we actually embody within the Global Wellness Collective in order to get you to a place where you're happy on your way to happy. And that's going to look different for everybody. That's going to show up different in different ways. And when we do some readings today, I'm going to be opening up some things that like what could make you happier, what could open up that space for you. And so when go ahead and put your date of birth down in the comments below. Put your date of birth in the comments below. I'm going to be pulling some cards for you guys today because we're going to talk about this. I want and ask a question. Ask a question in the comments as well. What do you want to know about as it relates to your journey towards ultimate unfoldment? This is the deal that what we're going to be doing, Luke coming from the lifestyle side, Luke coming from the health side, me coming from the spiritual side, and really open up these doors of the magical spiritual manifestation side, all of these things are really here for you to start to open up the life that you actually deserve. So put your date of birth and a question down in the comments below if you want me to pull some cards for you. And we're going to be doing some readings today as well.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see what comes of this. And I think what's so amazing with working with Q and I is that you really get different perspectives, right, during the Global Wellness Collective. And you're going to get that consistency, right, to get you into the gym, to get you going on those dates if you're calling in the one, to get you transforming how you are fueling your body. And I can just say with people that have worked with us, we have seen massive results, I can just anonymously speak of a few that have manifested some big money who have called in the one. who have also, just like Melissa, Monica, have been chiseling their body, losing weight, putting on muscle. So it's amazing to see the three-dimensional results that you get when you do this work. So yeah, I'm very
Right.
excited to see what y'all what we see in these readings. And during the Global Wellness Collective, yes, you
I'm
get
writing names down
weekly
now.
wellness coaching. You get the readings with the Master Oracle himself, Quenton Stroud. You are our VIP clients, y'all. So you get to join us in Bali and here in Thailand at the Soulfit Summit retreats at a great discount. And for the next
Yes.
person that's signing up, I'm also going to send you a personalized gift from here in Thailand, just to welcome you to our community. And the list goes on. And of course, I've been doing this work for many years, so I have a huge vault of wellness workshops. I have a nutrition guide you get access to, my detox program, and all these hypnoses. I have a hypnosis program to manifest your soulmate, hypnosis program to detox to lose weight, a hypnosis, and it's a 12-step program. Like the list goes on. So whatever you're working on, I can direct you to that reprogramming that is personalized to you. And of course, you get that living, breathing support every single week with someone who's skilled at what you desire and cares, because we need both. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm
so
sorry.
do drop
Go
your
ahead.
birthday down there so that Q can be doing those readings. And Q, we both are working with clients all over the world. So since I've transitioned my life abroad, I'm still working with my clients online. It's the best form. You can take it any place, anywhere. And we're very excited too to be meeting up with y'all at the upcoming Bali retreat, which is coming up
Yes.
later this year. So do let us know if you're interested, and the Thailand retreat, which will be in February of next year. So if any of this sounds exciting to you, click on that link, schedule your info session to learn more. I'm offering free one-on-one info sessions this week. We are launching Global Wellness Collective on June 2nd, y'all. I don't want you to miss out on the party, so do let us know if you're interested.
Yes, fantastic. So listen, I got my cards here. It looks like Amanda and a couple other people. Do me a favor, guys. Be sure to share this live out. Be sure to share it out. If you want to share it in actual inboxes where they can actually just jump right in, or if you want to share it on your page, if it resonates with your brand, with what you're doing, you can go ahead and share it on your page as well. By sharing this, it actually gets the message out, what we're doing, how we're trying to add to the collective. What's going on, Keith? I see you, Amanda. I see you, Issachar. Um, so by sharing the live out, it gets people in alignment with what we're doing as a global collective. And for those of you that want to be a part of it, so for those of you that want to collaborate, I see somebody said they want to collaborate with us. There's so much greatness that's happening in the world. And us right now, I'm in Malaysia. He's in Thailand. We got people all over planet Earth having these conversations, doing what we're doing, and we're going to be spearheading all of this. So I see you, Keith. I see you, Amanda. Hold on a second. Keith's date of birth is 12/27. All right. Fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling. Is there anything we want to say before we go into the reading portion? How do they
I'm
contact you
just
again?
So do go to lukelintott.com/GWC to schedule your info session. And I also dropped
I'm going
that
to
in
put
the
it in the
comments
group chat.
or send the
Oh, you
link
did.
on
Okay.
Instagram in the future. Okay, so do go and schedule that info session. A life is a terrible thing to waste. At the end of your life, typically people don't regret what they did, they regret what they didn't do. This is your sign. I signed up for my first coaching program 5 years ago, over 5 years ago, when there was a similar live like the one that Q and I are doing right now. And I remember being like, oh my God, like if I could go talk back to the past, I'll be like, Luke, do this shit now. And I want you to know, do it. Like if you haven't tried this, give it a go. Okay, give it a go. Just join us, learn more. I'm just offering an info session, no strings attached. And we have an amazing community waiting for you. And once again, we work with clients all over the world. We have both worked with clients for multiple years. So people absolutely fucking lutely love working with
Hey,
us and have
Raven.
been getting results. Okay. No one does it alone, okay? So yeah, just really here to help, and we can go deeper, and I have some great tools and resources to offer you as you call in the love, the health, the money, the healing you deserve.
Fantastic. Okay, good. So I got some people on the list here. I wanted to see if Issachar was still in here. Issachar, if you're still in here, do me a favor and drop your date of birth because I definitely got some stuff I want to share with you for sure. All right, good. So we're going to start with Amanda. Amanda, if you're still here, please comment below that you're still in the room. Hey, Jasmine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Go ahead and put your date of birth down in the comments
Hey.
below if you guys want to get a personal reading. Also, share the live out. Let other people know what we're doing. This is fantastic stuff. And for Amanda, fantastic, Amanda. So the first thing that comes up here, ooh, okay. The first thing that comes up here is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. This basically is telling me that right now, where you are, you really are in a place where the universe is supporting your dreams. The universe is supporting your efforts. You actually have, get this, you have some um cosmic systems, that's what's the word, some cosmic systems that are at play for you. All you have to do is insert yourself into the system. So it's just like add name here is what I'm seeing. Like, hi, I'm Amanda. That's all you got to say. Okay. So the cosmic system is already at play for you. I do see here you are much stronger than you think. And I think that sometimes that could be lost on us at times when you think that life is getting the better of you or things are not going the way you want them to go. It says that you're stronger than you think. So being resilient, being super strong, being thank you, Spirit. It's also telling me that you come from a long line of resilient people. And so your people are resilient. This is how it's showing up for me. So you don't have to necessarily think that it's all on you. Understanding and tapping into your ancestors, tapping into the fact that you have people that are literally standing in the gap for you. This is extremely important. And so knowing this as to the way you're going to show up in life. It's not just you, it's a long line of who you are that's all adding to this. Okay. The other thing it's saying here is that you do need more money. Okay. So one thing I'm seeing here is that money is going to be something that's going to really help you, not as a end all to be all. So it's not about the money necessarily. It's more about the way the money is going to add to whom you can help and the things that you can do. Okay, it's the way the money is going to add to the things that you can do. It does say here that in you being connected romantically, if that's a thing for you, I do see the Lover's card. Okay, if this is a thing for you and that's something that you want, I think you did say something about pulling in your soulmate or something of that line. If this is a thing for you, being connected with the one you love or a lover is going to super help you boost what you're doing. So again, I say everything I've said so far is about not doing this alone. Okay. The cosmic system that you're going to insert yourself into, the long line of resilient ancestors and others that are going to be supporting you or that are supporting you, the fact that you need more money to help others, and a lover that can come in and bolster this as well. All of these things are really, really important to you to hit the goals and the results that you want. And so I feel very, very confident that it's going to be happening for you. Everything is high except the money thing. Okay, everything in your reading is high except the money piece. And so if you need some help with that, let me know because I'm a master of money. And if you need some help with that, please, please let me know and we can help you on that line as well. Okay, Amanda? Yes, she said that's true. Absolutely. Yes. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. So that's what's going to be coming up for you uh, going forward. And we're here to support you with that. Keith, if you're still there, let me know. Thank you for sharing the live out, guys. Thank you for letting people know what we're doing here within the Global Wellness Collective. Thank you for letting us know that you care, that you want to be a part of something grand, something great. Okay, thank you so much, man. I love you too, sweetie. Um, Keith, if you're still there, comment down below, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. If not, I'm gonna skip over to Raven, and then I can come back to you, Keith. All right. Luke, feel free to jump in too if you have anything you want to share.
Yeah, yeah. So I just wanted to say, like, it's really beautiful to see like
Okay,
what we've
that's
seen with
cute.
our clients who are getting the readings, like I said with Master Oracle, and then also you're getting the wellness coaching with me because really this is the best form of coaching. You're getting two coaches now. We are also teaming up with other coaches during the Global Wellness Collective. Those that are out here living abroad, those that we know back in the USA, back in the West, okay, to get you to where you desire sooner, better, and faster. And I would argue we are in the best time in human history. Things are only getting better, okay? We can connect with anyone, anywhere, anytime. And of course, like I just am very excited for the people that have already joined. Congratulations. We are so excited for you, Melissa. It's going to be amazing. Everyone that's coming to those live classes. And I'm going to post this actually later, but I'm offering a free community restorative yoga class tomorrow at the same time as this live. So at 7 p.m. Pacific tomorrow on Wednesday. So if you're interested, do let me know. Just comment restore and I'll add you to class for free. And that will kind of give you a taste of the live restorative yoga, and you also get sculpt classes to get full body sculpted. So I'm of course a lifestyle consultant and a yoga teacher and a personal trainer and a certified counselor. So we are going to really go deep into reprogramming those blocks that may have stopped you from getting the weight off, may have stopped you from getting sober, from going to the gym, from calling in the one, okay? And so yeah, I'm extremely excited. And so yeah, it's just very, very cool to see all of this happen in action because you're getting guidance from spirit, literally. From
I love this. Yes. So Keith, this is for you, Keith. So I went ahead and pulled based on your date of birth. So let me say this: wherever you're going, there you are. And what Spirit is showing to me is that you have now refound your footing. You've refound your balance. This is something that is really real right now. Like I'm actually seeing you actually even moving and walking better. Okay. So this is really, really powerful. You refound your footing, you refound your balance. And I love this for you. It does show me here that as you are going into a different dwelling space or a different place of living, like this is going to be really, really important to make sure that you're not um, feeling the weight of it financially. So if you can get some help, if you can get some assistance, if you can get some things going for yourself financially that take some of that stress off, take some of that weight off, that's going to be really good for you. Taking some of the weight off of you mentally and maybe even physically. I've seen you literally melting pounds, melting the weight off of you. This is going to be really good for you as well. I do see you coming into some money. Now, I don't know who is already well off. That's the word I'm use. Who is already well off around you? But I'm seeing that there's money available to you that's coming to you from somebody who is already well off around you. Okay, so making sure that the people around you are doing well is gonna make sure you doing well. You need some better friends. You listen, you need some richer friends. That's what I would say. You need some richer folks around you. And so putting yourself in those positions and in those places where the people around you are doing well. The people around you are okay. They're in a good place. And you get to enjoy the expansion of how expanded they are. Do you understand this? Okay. So when I talked about community earlier, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Making sure that the people around you are doing well so that you yourself, when they say, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are, you are some of your five friends, right? Your top five friends, you are some of that. So show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Now, I do see here that you might have a lawsuit. Oh, this might be the money thing. There might be a lawsuit that could help you because I'm seeing legal actions that could get you to the money. So that might be where some of the money is coming from. And it says winning by any means necessary. So I do see that you're going to be able to win from some of this as well. So if you got some legal things that's on the line or could be coming up, um, pursue it, pursue it, and get a good lawyer and making sure you win by any means necessary. That's how it comes across. So let's talk about it. Let's go in deeper if you want to go in deeper about that, because the money is coming to you easily and effortlessly. That's that on that.
yes, that money coming. And I
Yeah.
wanted to say on that note, I also have a money manifestations hypnosis program too. So people be using that to call in that money. And money is energy. Everything is energy. And even your body is energy, okay? You can feel that aura of someone when they walk into a room. And so that's what's so cool about like when you feel good, you're gonna be attracting these things in addition to doing these readings. Do we have any more readings to do, Q? Or are we
Oh yeah, one more so far.
okay? I loved hearing that.
Yes,
That was good. Sending you good vibes,
yes,
okay?
you're absolutely welcome, Keith. Absolutely, you're welcome. Um, And let's definitely talk further as well. Raven, you are next. I see you are here, so fantastic. Thank you for that. And we're gonna go ahead and drop in and get started for Raven. 10/9/92. Raven, I didn't know you were born in 92. That's wow. Oh, okay. So Raven, listen, you okay, bro. So the interesting part about it is that I see women coming up for you, and I know this is not necessarily the thing that needs to be on the line. Okay, but for whatever reason, it's inescapable. For whatever reason, they are here, they are around, they are present. I'm seeing women plural, one, two, three, four in particular. Um, Raven, love the name. Yes, I see four women in particular that are surrounding you, and if you understand the magnitude in which this is present, or they could be present, it could be something that you actually benefit from and enjoy. Okay. Now, I do see you being single. I see the hermit card here. I see you kind of journeying on your own, doing your own thing. So, if you got to be in singleness, if you got to be in solitude, if you want to kind of break away, that's fine. Right. But just understand those that are around you and who and how they could benefit, who they are and how they could benefit you by being around. It doesn't necessarily have to do with money, but it could represent long-term success. Hear me. It might not necessarily do with money, so you might not be getting money off of them, but it could represent long-term success. So this could be their connections. It could be other things that they have going on. It could be the fact that they just add their voice or add their presence to whoever you are and whatever you're doing. But I'm seeing that money might not necessarily be the exchange, but long-term success could be associated with this. Um, I do see you being very mobile. So what it's just showing me is that going from place to place to place to place to place. So this could be like 7 cities is the word that's coming up here. 7 cities, right? Why couldn't you? Why couldn't you do 7 cities? Why couldn't you do different locations, different areas? Why couldn't you do different places? It's showing me 7 cities is something that could be good for you. And the last thing it's saying here is that you don't need to walk away from this. Okay, don't walk away from those that could contribute to your long-term success, and don't walk away from what you're doing. The truth of the matter is that you actually have purpose, but it's almost like if you forget that, or if you don't necessarily embrace the purpose or embrace what you're doing purposefully, then that could be lost. And so don't walk away from this. Don't turn your back on this. 7 cities is something I'm seeing here, and the women that are around you could be adding to long term success if you allow it to. So let's see how that goes. Great time to get Pippin. Listen, I ain't say it. I just said it could be however you want to work that. You got it. Absolutely. So this is how it's showing up for you, Raven. If anybody else wants a reading, please let me know. Please put your date of birth down in the comments below. I thank you guys for sharing this. We got people in the audience listening. And if you want to get a word as well, you can totally do that. Um, I don't know if you could be pimping with 4 women. Maybe you can, like this is real. Listen, Raven, I'm telling you, bro, this is something that you needed to hear because yes, yes, 7 cities really hit me. Excellent.
And
Luke,
it's actually been hitting me too, like you are not a tree. So this is kind of like your sign too that maybe y'all need to get out of your environment. And maybe of course, like I know for me it started with small things like getting into nature, going on those beach walks, going to a new city, okay? Now I made the big power move 4 months ago. I left America, right? I moved abroad, okay? And I think it all happens in stages. So know that you don't have to, if you're not feeling it wherever you are, whatever you're doing, know that that's just a sign that it's time for you to make the move, okay? I am grateful for the shit that didn't work out. That's what's brought me to my life now and where I am now. And so I just wanted to offer you that kind of lens as we talk
yeah,
about, like lengthening your life, like flipping those challenges into strengths. They are opportunities, right, of growth. And yeah, like I'm here for that. I love hearing all these readings and yeah, and during our one-on-one info session, of course, we get to learn more about the Global Wellness Collective. And once again, I have some really great mind body tools to offer you as a lifestyle consultant during our info session. And of course, the yoga, the fitness classes are coming up. And tomorrow is free. So just write restore in the comments and I'll add you to class. Just need your email, okay? And yeah, I'm just really truly excited to see what comes physically out of this year that we have coming up together. It's going to be amazing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I see Johnny is in the room. Johnny, if you want to share something as well, if you want to um, put your date of birth down in the comments below, you could do that as well. Anybody else who wants a reading, let's get it in before we close out. And you've morphed into a new person. Yeah, Luke has made amazing transformations and has moved across the world into a much better condition of being. Yes, restorative yoga.
Listen,
Yep.
yeah, come join us for restorative yoga. You can do it any place, anywhere. It's going to be the perfect thing to do before you go to bed. You're going to get some amazing sleep. And as y'all may know, I've been going to the gym consistently, right? I've been doing yoga now almost every single day for 9 years. Okay. And I am so thankful that I've made this ritual, right? To have a
Mm.
better life and a longer life. Okay. And we all start somewhere. And I want you to know that like we have our ups and our downs. Even for me living abroad, right? It's been a transition. It's raining here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, okay? It's a completely different vibe, right? And I'm learning every single day. And I really truly love that. I think that every day is a learning experience. And so I just offer that to you today, like beginner's mindset, okay, as you step into this new life that you're calling in, as you do the readings, as you meet with us, as you do these info sessions, join Global Wellness Collective.
Listen, y'all can tell Luke comes from Southern California because it doesn't rain in Southern
It don't rain.
California. It's not the same. He sees the rain. He done called me 4 times talking about it's raining. Yeah, it's Thailand. It's like it's wet season. That's what they have a hot season and wet season in Thailand. That's the only two seasons. Ain't no winter, ain't no fall. It's just hot season and wet season. So
Yeah, it's a different world over here, y'all. I mean, and I've been to Thailand now. I went down to Bali, went to Malaysia. We actually met up in person for the
yep.
retreat and when I was down in Malaysia. And every part of this part of the world is completely different. But I think, yeah, like it's a vibe, y'all. We need to get out of where you're at sometimes to change your environment. And that starts right through working with us through joining these
Yes.
coaching programs, through doing your readings, doing Global Wellness Collective. So do comment to learn more. Sign up for your session.
So I just saw that Miata put her date of birth down in the comments below. So Miata, we're gonna go ahead and do
Let's
a
do it,
pull for you.
Miata.
So Miata, uh, first of all, I'm sorry. Happy birthday. Let's start there, May 23rd. So, number one, Miata, just for your birthday, you get your birthday reading, which covers the next 12 months. So, it's from birthday to birthday. So, happy birthday to you. You get a birthday reading, and we'll talk about that. Just send me a private message. I'll show you how to get everything set up. Um, but this is the thing for you, Miata. So, first of all, it's showing me here that whenever you feel like things aren't uh, uh, as successful as you need them to be, or it's not popping the way you need it to pop, okay? When this starts to happen, the first thing I always want you to ask yourself is that where am I pushing myself too far, or where am I not pushing myself enough? Okay, because what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a lot of this has to do with self abasement, self doubt, self putting yourself into delusion, self delusion. That's the word, self delusion. Okay, I want to make sure. Did I freeze? Am I frozen? She said it froze. Okay. Hope if you guys can hear me, let me know, please. Um, but I want to make sure that you're not doing this to yourself, self sabotaging. Right? These things are coming up. So make sure that you're not doing these things to yourself. The other thing I'm seeing here is that as you're working towards one thing, that no freezing on my end. Okay, thank you, Raven. Miata, let me know if you can hear me. But what I'm seeing here is that as you're working towards one thing, you might be missing out on opportunities on other things. Okay. So what Spirit is showing me is look at opportunity cost. Put that in the comments below, somebody. Opportunity cost, just in case you can't hear me. Okay. So if you're working on one thing, that's fine. I get it. You got to do something, but just know that there's a cost to that and what you're not focusing on, what you're not operating on. So look at opportunity costs because that's going to be a really, really big issue with what you're currently putting your attention on. Okay. I do see victory for you, victory despite obstacles. So just make sure that you understand that you cannot lose if you don't quit. You cannot lose if you don't stop. Your passions are very strong, the energies are very strong around it, but that passion doesn't always turn into action is what I'm seeing here. So, what is it that you're most passionate about? If you need community, if you need people to bounce ideas off of, if you need a coach, if you need an oracle, if you need people who are going to help you to kind of unpack this thing and move into it fully, this is what we're here for. This is what the Global Wellness Collective is all about. It's about getting you around the right people that's going to help you live your passions, that's going to help you do the things that you want to do, and it's going to help you focus in on what's going to be most effective for you. Okay. So I'm seeing that I'm not saying that you're not doing what you need to do. It's just that are you doing the things that you need to do in the right order, with the right focus, with the right passion? And if so, eh, and not sabotaging yourself. And if so, this is going to be really, really important going forward. So hopefully this helps. Please reach out to me for that birthday reading. And then let's also talk a little bit about what you want coming up and what kind of support you need around it. Okay. Anyway, love you very much.
Amazing. And I know you touched a little bit upon, energy. And your energy is everything, okay, y'all? And also what you focus on grows. So we need to be focused on what you desire, okay? And yeah, I love that. Love that. Love that. Thank you for sharing, Q. Is there anyone else coming up?
I don't see anybody else. If you have not gotten a reading, put your date of birth down in the comments below. Share the live out with somebody who needs a word, who needs a reading, who wants to tap in and kind of see what's going on. There's so much more to come, and there's so much more than this. So I love you guys very, very much. And whatever it is that we're going to be doing together, however we're going to be collaborating and work together in the future, please know that this is just a start of something beautiful. This is the start of something magical. And Luke and I have decided that we want to be a part of this journey every step of the way. So let's do it together. That's all I say.
Let's go, y'all. Couldn't have said it better. And I want y'all to know that you are worthy. And whether you're doing this with us live or in the future, press one hand against your heart, one hand against your belly, option just to close your eyes and breathe in this desire that you're calling in. Hold it in your body. Exhale any resistance out of your body. One more breath in and exhale. Now roll those shoulders back, open your eyes, smile as we come back to the moment. I would fucking love to invite you to a one-on-one session where we really go deeper into the issues that you are facing so that you can call in all those desires that you have and so much more. And I want you to know that there is hope and you can turn those scars into strength and actually become stronger from the things that you faced. Okay, so come and join the party. Global Wellness Collective is starting next week on June 2nd. I don't want y'all to miss out on the party, and I'm offering a free community restorative yoga class tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific on Wednesday. So let me know if you're interested. Visit lukelintott.com/GWC to schedule your one-on-one info session with yours truly to manifest your deepest desires. Get healthy, love, joyful, your definition of successful. You are worthy, boo. Thank you all so much.
Yes,
Anything else to add, Q, for people now or in the future?
that's it. Let's just tap in, get turned on, and you'll never be the same ever again.
Absolutely. Year-long journey of wellness and magic begins June 2nd. Global Wellness Collective. We are so excited. Have a great day, everyone. Sending love,
Awesome.
prosperity, healing, health your way as you live a long, great life. Bye-bye, y'all.
Peace.